Hey guys, good evening. This is Chris over at Vintage Vault. Back here with another PSA submission. This one's a blind submission. This is some stuff from my personal collection. 1972-73 Topps Hockey. I do have two complete sets. One of them currently has about 35 cards that are PSA 9s, and the rest are PSA, a couple 8s, and a couple 6s, and then there's about 80 cards that are not graded. So this submission, I took 64 cards out of this most recent set I bought, which was an extremely high grade set. So I again took 64 cards out and I went through them. I actually looked at these a little harder than I normally do. A lot of it because they are quote-unquote newer cards. They're from 72, 73. They're not from the 50s or the 60s. So, you know, stuff from the 70s, unless you get PSA 9s on them, it's usually not worth the grading fee. So, again, I took 64 of these cards. I pre-graded them. I didn't do it individually. I just did it kind of as a group. I think each of these cards definitely has a shot at a PSA 9. They're all just about perfectly centered, if not perfectly centered. Razor sharp corners on all of them. I mean, I actually did get a magnifying glass out on these and check the corners just to make sure there was no no fraying of the corners under magnification. So again, all these, in my estimation, should have had a chance at least at getting a 9. Maybe some 8s in there, and it is a bulk submission, so every once in a while you get a surprise and you get a really low grade that probably isn't justified. But that's just kind of the way the game goes. So let's check them all out. There is one Star Wars card in here of Luke Skywalker. I did buy a collection of some Star Wars cards. Luke Skywalker is a pretty good card in that set. So I did put him in this submission too. I did grade that one, pre-grade it individually. And my pre-grade on that one was a 5. I thought the corners were touched just a little bit. Centering was decent, but not like a perfect card or anything. So, without any more ado, let's go through these 1972s. I'll try to be kind of quick because there's a lot of them here. They're not high dollar value items, but they're really nice cards. Again, I thought everything here should have at least had a chance for a 9. So, first one, we got an 8 on. Again, the difference between an 8 and a 9 is so minute that, I can't always spot it. And I'm sure most people can't. So we got a 9 on Greg Polis. And these cards, if you look at them, they're perfectly centered, sharp corners, beautiful cards. So I'll make 2 piles, 9s and 8s. And Peter Mahavlik, Hall of Famer, got an 8 on that one. Who's that? Brian Glennie. Never heard of him. Got a 9 on that one. Really nice card. Keith McCreary. 8 on that one. Gilles Meloche. That's how I pronounce it anyways. Got an 8 on that one. Got nice clean cards. I'll be honest, a little disappointed with the 8s. Again, I stuck these under magnification, checked out the surfaces. I don't see any scratches. You guys can see the centering's perfect on most of these. There's another 9. That's what I like to see. I'm trying to get this whole set in PSA 9 or better. So we'll see if this helps me out quite a bit or what. NHL Championship Game 5. Only got an 8 on that one. I'm assuming an all-star card. No, that's my Luke Skywalker. So, all right, cool. I was hoping for a 5 on that one. I actually got a 6. A little bit better. Nice looking card. Corners have just a tiny bit of fuzz. But nice looking card, Luke Skywalker. So PSA 6, I definitely am happy with that. All right, back to the hockey now. So Gary Croteau, 8 on that one. Dave Burrows, we got a 9 on him. So that's nice. Sorry about the glare. Trying to do. I got like a small window to work in that doesn't have a glare. So Gary Doak, 8 on that one. So right now I'm at about a 2-to-1 ratio of 8s to 9s, which I was kind of disappointed with that. I was hoping there'd be a lot more 9s. So next stack here, Bill McMillan, another 8. Nick Libert, 8 on him, or Nick Libet, 8 on that one. Tom Miller, another 8. So I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, these cards really look flawless. So I don't know why they're held back to 8s, but they are. Paul Henderson, another 8. Pat Stapleton, 8 on that one. Frank St. Marseille, another 8. NHL scoring leaders, 8 on that one. That's a nice card with Espo, Orr, and Jean Rattay. That one, the centering is off just a hair. Brian Spencer, 8 on that one. Frank Mahovik, 8 on him also. So we had his brother Peter earlier. I think we got an 8 on the Peter, 8 on Frank also. That was a terrible run of 8s, and now I get about 3 times the amount of 8s as I do 9s. Ron Ellis, there's a 9 for you. Phil Esposito. Only got an 8 on that one. It's a little disappointing. It'd be nice to get some 9s on some of these superstars. Rod Sealing. We got a 9 on him. Nice one there. Alex Delvecchio. Can only pop an 8 on that guy. Ivan Boldyrev. Never heard of him. Got a 9 on that one. Yvonne Cornier, All-Star. 8 on that one. Doug Favell. Really, only a 7. It kind of sucks. So basically, it's worth about a third of what I paid to grade it. I don't know, just kind of looking at the card over to the side here, I really don't see anything wrong with the card, and certainly don't see anything that'd knock it all the way down to a 7. Jim Rutherford, 8 on that one. Judah Whiting, 8.5. Really, I couldn't bump her up another half a point, give me my 9, huh? Oh well. Jim McKenney, 8.5 on him also. Mike Pellick, got an 8. Really disappointing to get this many 8s in here, but Don Luce, 8 on that one also. Jerry Hart, got a 9 on that one. Let's see a little run on 9s. Bobby Orr, it'd be great to pop a 9 on that one. Let's see. 8.5. So, again, really nice card, clean card. Bobby Orr's the best ever. And we got an 8.5. So that's still a nice card. Jacques Caron, another 8. Ron Schock, 8 on that one. Phil Roberto, another 8. Bad Park All-Star, a 9 on that one. Rene Robert. There you go. I got a 9 on that one. Burt Marshall. 9 on that one. It's a nice little run there. A couple 9s in a row. Let's keep that going. Dennis Hull. Of course not. Got an 8 on that one. Bobby Orr All-Star. Ooh, we got a 9 on that one. That's nice. Like that one. These cards are tough to tell the centering left to right also. I don't know if you can see, but there's no defined border over here. So you're kind of just going by the wording or the letters, as compared to a defined border over here. So it's kind of hard to tell left to right centering on some of these. But there's a mint condition Bobby Orr, 1972. Too bad it's only the All-Star, not the base card, but it is what it is. I'll still take it. Ed Giacomone. Only a 7 on that. Again, I don't know what they're looking for. As far as near mint, this to me looks a little more than near mint. I mean, all these corners. I mean, that one right there, maybe a tiny little touch. But the other 3, I mean, they are sharp, sharp, sharp. Not going to bore you to death with this, but yeah, it's just disappointing to only receive a 7 on that. The centering is amazing. Corners are all sharp. Surface is great. But only a 7. Alright, Gary Bergman. 8 on him. Rick Foley. Another 8. Something on the case there. Oh, like a little piece of dog hair. I think it was a crack on the case, but no, it's a good old doggy hair. All right, 8 on that one. Okay, guys, here's my last little stack. Gilles Marat, 8 on him. Jude Ruin, oh, another 7. I don't know. Don't know. There's a little something there, but that's like the grain of the card itself. It's nothing. Yeah, I remember looking at that. It's nothing that is like a fault or anything like that. It's not a flaw. Ernie Hickey. There you go. Add to my pile of 9s here. There you go. Try and get you out of that glare. Joe Watson. 9 on that one. Another really nice card. Ed Westfall. 9 on that. Ken Dryden. That's his second card. It'd be nice to hit a 9 on that one. 8.5. I don't know. They're just super stingy over there at PSA. Can't be nice and pop me another half a grade and give me my 9. But 8.5 on Ken Dryden. That's pretty nice. So we got the 2 biggest superstars, Dryden and Orr, both graded 8.5. Ross Lunsberry. Whoa. This is my first vintage submission Gem 10 that I've ever, submitted myself. So if you guys want to see what perfection looks like as far as the 1972 Topps card goes, there it is. Gem Mint 10. But it's kind of funny that, Gem Mint, you figure there's absolutely 0 flaws. And I can see right here there's a little discoloration. Right through here there's a couple little white spots in the print. So to me, that wouldn't be an absolutely flawless Gem 10 card, but I don't know. PSA says it's 10. That's good enough for me. Again, I'm stoked that this is the first Gem Mint card I had, and what do? I go putting the card down trying to point out things that are wrong with it, because I'm an idiot. But, again, very, very happy to get a 10. Alright, let's keep going on. Gary Smith here. Got an 8 on that one. Brian Watson. Ooh, 9 on that one. There we go. I like the color contrast on that card. Tony Esposito, All-Star. Nice, got a 9 on that one. His glare is killing me here. Bobby Hull All-Star. Ooh, 9 on that one too. Beautiful. So some big names. To be honest with you, I don't remember seeing a Bobby Hull in the base set, but he might be in there. I don't know. Bill White All-Star. 9 on that one too. Ken Dryden All-Star. So his base card, non-All-Star, was an 8.5. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, we only got a 7. I don't know. Card looks pretty darn nice to only be near mint, but oh, I guess if you get gem mint 10 on one, you got to get a 7 on another to offset it. Pat Stapleton All-Star, 8 on that one. Tracy Pratt, 8.5. So that back was off center quite a bit, so that might have dropped it down, kept it from getting a 9. The front looks perfectly centered though. Gil Perreault, it's his second card also. Now he's got 9 on that one. He's a Hall of Famer also. Fred Stanfeld, Boston Bruins, 9 on that one. So looks like the last half of the submission had a lot more 9s because my 9 pile caught up to the 8s pretty closely. Barclay Plager. Ooh, only a 6. No, guys, let's look real close. We see anything that would knock it down to a 6? Not even near mint status. His centering looks pretty perfect. Like, you kind of use the glare here to actually check the surface of the card. It looks pretty flawless. I don't really see anything wrong. Turn it over. Yeah, again, the corners, maybe just a tiny, tiny fuzz at one of the corners, right up here. But no discoloration, perfect centering. So I don't get it. Do not get it, but here's what it is. And then Bill Flett, this is the last one that I have here. And we got a 9 on here. So, hey, close out the deal with a 9. That's all right. So, a 64 card submission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 PSA 9s and 1 PSA 10. So 23 cards out of 64 got 9s or better. So that was, you know, I mean, normally I wouldn't complain about that. Normally I'd say it's an amazing submission. Again, the problem with these cards is that if you don't get an 8 or a 9, then it's really not worth your grading fee. I mean, even the 8s, unless they're superstars, are probably $10 cards. Anything less than 8 is $3 or $4, you know. So, is what it is. Definitely add some nice cards to my set. I'm looking to eventually get this whole set in PSA 9 or better. So I got a good start on it. I had about 30 to 35 PSA 9s to begin with. I got another 22 or 23 here, plus a 10. So, you know, well on my way to an amazing set. Again, these aren't, you know, the most colorful cards, or the, you know, it's probably not the favorite set of a lot of people. I like them for whatever reason. They're kind of plain, but they kind of get me. It's kind of like the 1973 Topps Baseball. You know, they're pretty bland white border cards, but for whatever reason, I just like the look of them. So, you know what? If I like it, I'm going to collect it. And that's, I think, what we all should do. Let's collect with the heart, not with the pocketbook. Anyways, that's my submission for today. Appreciate you guys looking. I would like to say that, you know, this submission took about 3.5 months to come in. I think I submitted this in November, possibly. So December, January, February. It might have even been the end of October that I sent it in. But that was the last one that I sent in last year, which was 2023. This year in 2024, I sent in 2 submissions, and they've both come back in about 4 to 8 weeks. Actually, 6 to 8 weeks. Vintage bulk submissions. So I think PSA might be, working on the turnaround time on the bulk submissions. So I definitely give them kudos for that if they are addressing some of the issues. I mean, that's one of the biggest issues I've ever had with them is that the cards are gone for so long. It's ridiculous. SGC definitely has them beat in that category, but again, they seem to be speeding up the submission times on at least on the vintage stuff. So, as much as I, would say something negative about PSA, when they do something good, I'm going to give them kudos also. So, again, guys, that's my submission for today. Thanks for looking. Check me out next time, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.